What does it take to be Indiana's very own?
We're uncovering new developments downtown tonight.
It's giving you more than just the news.
This shakeup is going to be felt by thousands in central Indiana.
It's peeling back the layers of each headline.
Both parents and teachers in Hamilton County are reacting tonight.
And breaking down how each story matters to you.
So what does this mean for Hoosiers?
It's more than just your hometown. It's ours, too. And every night, you can trust that we're looking out for you as Indiana's very own CBS 4.
He started screaming to call 911 and get out, and we realized that he had got him to the ground. The gun was out of his hands. So we all just started running and pushing each other through the door.
We tried to barricade the door as much as we could so nobody would get in. My teacher, Mr. Coley, he grabbed a baseball bat, and we were really lucky that the police got there when they did.
I kind of felt helpless or useless. I couldn't do anything to help anyone. And I was just worried that someone who I know is going to die and I didn't even realize it.
It sounds like the adult saved a lot of people, and I hope and pray that he's okay, because I'd love to shake his hand.
I just don't understand how far to come back not guilty or to keep your jobs when you was in the wrong.
This was a lose-lose situation.
Resident Adam Lotus also lives there and told me this afternoon his two roommates were the ones who found the young woman's body.
Just asked them what was going on. They said that we went down to work out this morning and they found a dead body in their gym.
Jeff, your constituents have been hoping to hear from you about this case. Do you have anything to say to them?
Look at all of those patrol cars lining up. The coach makes its way to the garrison flag.
It's one of the few professions that when you wake up in the morning, the reality is you may not come home.
Breaking news now at 5. Boone County Sheriff's Deputy Jacob Pickett, shot in the line of duty this morning, will not survive.
The police community is hurting today, but we'll figure this one out.
Boone County KI News 626, your tour of duty has ended. This is your final 1042.
We are angry, we are devastated, and we are heartbroken.
I would say I'm sorry for your loss. Your father was a great man, and also he was a risk taker. He sacrificed his life for all of us in this little community.
We're looking there at the coach right now, making its way into Crown Hill Cemetery.
What are you thinking right now, today, knowing that he's in a jail right now in Colorado and possibly could be connected?
Well, I'm certainly hopeful that the information proves that this is the guy.
Caitlin, do you think the Delphi murder suspect looks like Daniel?
I've been with Daniel for almost 6 years. We've been married. And looking at that picture and looking at him, there's a lot of similarities.
It has created just chaos and havoc because people are very scared to drive. They're not certain what will happen when they get pulled over, even when they have valid license and their registration is good and they're not committing any crimes.
Our CBS 4 Problem Solvers investigation found that to be true. Across Indiana, hundreds, if not thousands, of rape kits are being collected each year. But no one can tell you exactly how many. It's just kind of a mess.
At this point, do you know how many kits you have?
Our estimation is around 6,500.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
It's a 21st century assumption in the age of Uber, Foursquare, and other apps that can pinpoint where you are down to the street corner. Ricardo Martinez of InDigital, which built Indiana's 911 system, says if you assume 911 always knows that too, you're wrong.
On a Friday afternoon in July, Shalom wandered out of his aunt's house in Brownsburg and made it across the street to a retention pond. Water his parents feared.
This water.
The next day, searchers found Shalom's body.
I talk to the water. Anytime I come here and talk to the water, I say, why? I always say, why?
It's an unwelcome sight, a parking ticket, money out of your pocket, and as we discovered, a pain that can go well beyond the moment you find that yellow envelope.
Very frustrating. I actually filled out about 3 papers.
Every day is different, fresh, unique. It may be a day to get the lawnmower started or grab the umbrella.
No matter what the weather throws at you, we'll go to work.
Because you have enough to worry about. We've got you covered whether you're heading out the door
or planning the next day.
With the largest team of meteorologists, you'll always know how to prepare. because Indiana's very own CBS 4 is the weather authority.
Now on CBS 4 News at noon, spring storms created some serious trouble across central Indiana.
And we have live team coverage of flooding, closed roads, and some of that water surrounding homes right now. This rain not going away anytime soon.
Problem solvers prove to me they do what they do, and they're good at it.
They were so professional. They respected my needs.
What problem solvers did for me in a day, I couldn't do in 90 days. Then I felt empowered. I felt like I had somebody behind me that knew what they were doing.
They took a lot of burden off of my shoulders.
If you don't call problem solvers, I'll call for you.
Thank you, problem solvers.
It was nice feeling the sun on me.
Life is looking a lot sunnier and a lot more mobile for Brad Lewis. We watched him get out in his neighborhood when just weeks earlier he'd been stuck in bed. We contacted the company National Seating and Mobility, and by the next morning, managers were at McQuillan's door ready to fix Lewis's wheelchair.
He can get out of his room again.
They're looking. I was there to ask him if those customers' claims are true.
We've talked to some customers who said you did inspections for them and never gave them.
I believe I said I don't have the information in front of me.
The numbers shocked me, and they might disturb parents too. The Indianapolis Public School District says it recorded 1,760 student-on-student sexual misconduct allegations last year, nearly 3 months into this school year, and the district has responded to more than 190.
We have to do better.
Your mornings are rushed. So at CBS 4, we get straight to the point.
New information came into our newsroom just seconds ago. We have a
CBS 4 has been covering this story since early this morning.
This accident on the north side will affect your morning commute, but I have some alternate routes.
We're starting off sunny, but I am tracking some rain. That's moving in later.
Big changes are on the way for Greenwood residents.
Indiana's very own CBS 4 This Morning. Weekdays starting at 5.
The Drone Racing League, or DRL, has become an international phenomenon, now airing on ESPN. Pro flyers like Nurk customize and maneuver their miniature aircraft around obstacles at speeds up to 80 miles an hour, competing around the world.
Kids as young as 6 years old, boxing without the proper wraps, sparring with ripped up gloves, even holes in them.
You're really lucky you only have one glove.
And that's why Title Boxing is now getting involved, collecting new and gently used equipment.
Let's be frank. You mean to tell me, USA Gymnastics, that it's okay? You paid her the money you say she asked for, so the crimes she alleged are no longer on the table? She stays silent, and a reputed child molester keeps his reputation, maybe even his job, free to attack other children. This is outrageous.
Sport reigns supreme, and we cover it all, so you can get unrivaled access whenever, wherever. Where there is sport, there's Indy Sports Central.
Let me hear Colts fans now. How about Peyton Manning fans?
Each season, 26 women represent the Colts not only on the sidelines but also within the community as sweethearts of the horseshoe. In this year's Battle for the Boots special, we go behind the scenes for the selection of those Colts cheerleaders.
Over the next half hour, we're sharing several stories highlighting our Hoosier heroes and the people who work to honor and remember them.
If you talk about it and look at the pictures, it's more vivid in a memory that's farther back.
Alexandria game princess tonight.
Susie Clark is a princess, and not just because she was named honorary homecoming princess at Alexandria Monroe High School. No, Susie was a princess long before she put on her tiara and rode in a convertible.
You could be having the worst day and Susie just gets you laughing and will give you a hug and let you know how much you're loved by her.
We were out there doing our shopping to get that done, and a lot of folks are going to get out and do shopping this weekend. The weather's going to be fantastic for that, and the Angel Tree campaign is a wonderful way you and your family can help other families in need here across central Indiana.
I'll tell you, they've got water down here that people are donating, obviously the diapers, snacks, and more diapers. This is all going to Houston to help the flood victims.
5, 4, 3, 2,